This is the famed Jefferson Memorial. It's one of the most amazing structures in American history that is in Washington, D.C. One of the greatest men that quotes has been, besides Patrick Henry and George Washington, is Thomas Jefferson. And there's a lot of great things that he said here. You can read how he talks about how God gave us life and liberty, not just Americans, but as people, that we have liberties of a nation, and that these liberties are a gift of God. And he says that he trembles for his country when God is just, because God's justice cannot sleep. Commerce between master and slave, a despotism. Nothing is more certainly written in the book of fate than that these people are to be free. Establish a law for educating the common people, that is the business of the state to effect a general plan. So he's talking about how men should be free and not be slaves to their past or to their present, but should be free. And then here he talks about, he says that constitutions and liberties or laws should be changed as new things are discovered and circumstances change. Just like America, it was the idea that its time had come, that the American Revolution happened because of the pursuit of liberty and pursuit of righteous liberty that actually had to be done by the founding fathers from the tyranny of Great Britain, because Great Britain did not respect the common law and the nature's law that the colonists lived by. And this is the famous quote by Thomas Jefferson, that he said, "They hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal and endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights." And now these rights are being taken away from us. Not that that the government gave it to us, God gave it to us. But the current government in 2024 America hates this truth. That's why they say men can be women and women can be men. But in reality, the truth is self-evident, that men are men, women are women, and that we're created by God and not by evolution or through monkeys. And this quote in the Thomas Jefferson Memorial is about that no man should be compelled to worship anything, that he should, by argumentation, profess to maintain his religion. And I agree with that, because in America, the freedom of religion happened because of Christians and people like Jefferson, the founding fathers, that believed that men and women should be free to worship whatever they saw fit, and God in their conscience. Even though it was the Christian God, it was also any God that they believed in, so they wouldn't be killed for it, because the Catholic Church used to kill Christians, the real Christians, for their faith. So it is pretty amazing, like seeing this historical quotes and seeing this whole memorial here. And as an immigrant myself to America, it is actually, a visitation of a lifetime to see this, but also to know that Thomas Jefferson, later in his life, kind of denied the Bible. I mean, he started denying miracles in the Bible, and then he kind of fell away from Christianity. So I don't know whether he was truly born again. So it's important to know that eternal matters are more important than temporal liberties, especially in a country like America with its deep history. Because if temporal liberties disappear, what do you have left? I mean, you just have bitterness and gnashing of teeth in this life. I mean, then you're going to fight revolutions and battles forever until you restore your liberties. But can we really restore our liberties in America without God? And I don't believe we can. And that's why it's important to really understand that these quotes Jefferson said, that while they're very true and they're self-evident, that God created us, gave us liberty and rights, that we also need to worship God, our Creator, first and foremost, because He's the one who gave us the liberties and the rights. And without Jesus Christ, we don't really have true liberty, because the Bible says that Jesus Christ came to set us free for liberty in 1 Corinthians. So we have to remember that even though the founding fathers were instrumental in creating the United States, we can't worship the United States or the founding fathers. We need to worship Jesus Christ, because He is where all source of freedom comes from. So I hope you guys really appreciate this monument of Jefferson and understand that our liberties and freedoms do come from God. They don't come from government. And although there's tyrants that are trying to take away our rights, and we should fight for them, because we the people are the rulers of our government, we should also remember that without God fighting the battle for us, and without trusting in Him, putting our faith in Jesus Christ, our battles are actually meaningless in the very end. So let's remember to come back to Jesus Christ and worship the Creator and the founder of our faith, instead of worshiping man or woman, because whenever in history people worship men and women, no matter how great they were, they ended up with nothing in the end and losing their soul in hell.